there we go. I do believe we're alive, so I'll say indeed. And greetings unto you, beloved and holy friends. What a dear pleasure it is to have you here again on another conscious evolution. Another opportunity for us to consider how many of us it takes. That is today's centering thought and our stream topic for today. It's this acknowledgement, this realization that it takes a great deal many of us, like a lot. For everything that we have come to appreciate and take for granted in our lives, it took a great deal many people to get it to the point that it is right now. And again, there is something to be appreciated of the many, right? Because it is in our minds as vague as just thinking about it took a lot of people, took many people to have this moment, to be present the way we are here and now. Right? When I say that, I mean the internet as it is, the protocols, the technology, the sensors runs on, the many friends that is me and you coming together in this moment right now. Like there's so many manys in this and it being real. And then there is this part of me that wanted to consider and explore the caveat of many as well. And it was this consideration of ideas and how it takes many people to do that stuff as well. And how, with us being many people on planet Earth, there might be some sort of overlap in the things that I want to do with my life, and the things I want to create with my effort, and the things you want to do with your life, and the things you would like to see your effort put towards as well. And I feel the fact that right now and at this point in our journey, we are so scattered as a species. We have many different goals. And even though if you could concentrate those many different goals down, there would be these patterns that arise. And if we could associate with, place our trust in, give our effort and resources towards the goal, the many different goals, but the specific goal that you prefer out of the many, and we could actually work together to try and realize these things, we would see the world in a much better place, right? With a lot more things, but there would also at the same time be a lot less waste because we would not have spent so much time wasting, right? Like I was having this conversation with my dad yesterday. We were driving past a bunch of stuff, as you do, on the road. And there was this house that I have been watching, right? Like someone started building a house. And it costs money to do that, right? Bricks are not free. And you see this thing become erected, right? But it's clear that it costs money to do so. You know, 10,000, 20,000, $30,000. As we're like driving past it, you can see it's being poured into that space. And then at some point, it just stops. And there's no more development. All of that money now stands there, undeveloped, uncompleted. Nothing was actually created. Money was just wasted. And a thing is now standing in its place. Right? And it upsets me to think that that has happened a million times. Not maybe that exact circumstance, but that exact same fractal of, oh, I want to do something with my money, and I'm gonna start doing this something with my money. And then by the time you start doing this something, you realize you don't actually have the money to do this something that you wanted to do. And then you don't. And then in the process, all of the stuff that was lost is now, gone, has been turned into something of lower value. If you mix your bags of concrete, you pour it onto the ground, all right, it does lose its value as a bag of concrete to the market. And that whole concept, that whole fractal, is the part of the many that I feel we're suffering right now. Because the many that is us brings about everything, right, that we consider good. Everything we consider bad too, but everything we consider good is a part of that many. And now we have ourselves in a time in history where we're going to see the many peak, right? We'll see peak humans, probably. Unless something radically changes, especially as it relates to us becoming like a true spacefaring civilization, we will probably see peak humans in our lifetimes, right? Within the next 10 to 20 years, maximum 20 years, right? I'm pretty sure it's going to happen within the next 10. Some people believe it already happened. Some people believe it already happened. Hot take, but maybe. All right, because there is technically an incentive financially to over-report how many people you have in your counties, in your states, in your cities, in your countries. So we could have been collectively, as a species, over-reported how many people we have on planet Earth this whole time. And now we're kind of like hitting a wall on that because, cost of living has raised with this projection of our species continually exponentially exploding the way we have since the, end of World War II, essentially. And now that's clear that that's no longer the case. And this wheels, this rail we were kind of put on as a species, infinite capitalism, is kind of like, having a moment, having a come to truth moment. Truly being able to count every person on Earth seems like such valuable information and so hard to do at the same time. Maybe it's valuable information because it's so hard to do. Let's do it with decentralized identities. Because again, the reason that information is valuable is because it can be leveraged. All right, and if that information is sellable, then it's not yours. All right, and with decentralized identities, ideally, we can, at the very least, decide and even be rewarded for the sale of our information. I think it might rain. Won't be surprised if it does. Yep, there is some droplets coming down. I will gently start packing things. The many it takes. Yeah. It really do take a many. I think it takes more than we realize. And at the same time, because we don't realize, we want less. Hey, Jovan, sending lovins, Dreamtooth, and Rivercoon here, saying good morning, Melty, my brother from another place on the planet. Another instance of divine consciousness present on Mama Gaia, appreciating and participating in this thing called life with Mama Gaia, with the divine feminine, reminding myself and remembering that I am here to love, that there are many reasons to come to Earth, many reasons, and the reason I chose was love. Good morning, loved ones, you see. All right. You don't want hated ones. You don't want distrusted ones. You don't want angry ones. You don't want any disgusting ones. You want loved ones. All right. Good morning, Jaju. Good morning, Meow Meow. Love is true. Thank you for saying hi, Xiao. There is rain falling on me. Like, I mean, look at that brightness. And then on the other side of it, there's like thickened clouds coming on. Some contrast. How about the many? I'm trying to think about the many from the perspective of public sentiment as well. Right? That it takes the many for anything and everything to be as it is. And in that way, public sentiment is a very powerful leverage, very powerful tool for change. In ideas, we many. It's true. We do enjoy a good storm. It's nice. It's good to get rain. I don't know if we enjoy a good storm while outside though. Surely packing my things. Got me a little backpack on me. Got me other little packet on me. I put down me sandals. Trying to assess what's going to be the best way to do this. I think I'm going to have to pick you up. Pinch this dude under my arm. Sun on that side. Oh. Darkem clouds on that side. Us somewhere in the middle. I am doing things. Sorry. Nice. Things have been plugged in. It's dark in here. And I don't know if I want to open those blinds. I'm sorry. I'm feeling a little bit occupied in my mind. Perfect. You have my full attention again. Keeping up with the family next door. It's cool when it means an emotional level staying. When it means on an emotional level staying connected. It's true. Wanting that connection, right? Having a good sense of security. It is more important than we give it credit for. Right? Like I'm as hippie as the next person, but my security and comfort is still of some importance to me. Banana? Many, may all of your moments be reinforced by living embrace of universal balance. Tranquility. I love you all separately and collectively. Kun has busy stuff to do. Hugs and shiny fruit. Thank you, bro, for joining us. That was super nice to read. It is a pleasure having you friends here, even for just a moment. Might be the end of this stream for me too. We talked about the ways, the many, manys. And it's always a pleasure getting to be here with you. I appreciate your friends for joining me. And I give you many thanks. No, thank you. I don't want. And the goodbye message went something like, have the mostest resplendent day, everyone. I wholeheartedly love you all so staggeringly, ineffably, resplendently, incandescently, wondrously, breathtakingly, unfathomably, sublimely, luminously, enduring, and transcendently. Melt, and all of you so steadfast and resolute, tenacious and unyielding, unwavering, persistent, dauntless, inspired, valiant friends who embrace the many steps it takes. I love you too. Like a lot. I enjoy with the given thanks. I give you thanks too. Thank you, friends, again for joining me. Many thanks indeed. I'll see you, friends, again soon tomorrow. Goodbye, everybody.